our nation's capital city, London, England.
He was a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, and now as a professional, he is undefeated. Former Commonwealth, WBA Continental, and WBA Gold heavyweight champion, Joe the Juggernaut Joyce.
Joe Joyce is an absolute nightmare for any heavyweight on the planet. If you're going to fight Joe Joyce, make sure that the gain is worth the risk.
Oh dear, it's the left eye and he's gone down. He's gone down with the jab right on that damaged left eye, and down he goes. And it could be that it's all over right here. He's had enough, he doesn't want any more. And Joe Joyce, by stoppage, is the new British, Commonwealth and European champion.
Yeah, definitely that fight has definitely shown my quality, and I have the potential to become a heavyweight champion. And you know, all the hard work in the gym, it definitely paid off on the night. It was is definitely a ladder where it would put me in such a great position, and for that I'm very thankful.
Undefeated, tough, awkward, level-headed. Standing at 6'6", Joe Joyce may appear to be a gentle giant on the surface. The reality, however, is that the former Olympian is highly driven and on the cusp of world title contention. Having teamed up with top Cuban trainer Ismael Salas, who centers his teachings on boxing fundamentals, which seems to complement the Londoner's unconventionality.
Everybody saw Joe now is one of the top 5. Right now, we just focus in fundamentals. We get the date and opponent, and then we start to go for what we had to do.
Match that with work rate, cardio, decent power, and a granite chin, and you'll understand why Joe Joyce's moniker is the Juggernaut.
Have you ever seen anyone fight the way that Joe Joyce does?
No, never. I mean, I think that man can do 20 rounds straight off the bat and not get tired. It's a very good tool to have, especially in the heavyweight division, because not a lot of heavyweights have got like that tank. He just throws a million punches, keeps coming. That's why I do think myself he's a very, very difficult man to beat.
You know, his size, his fitness, the pace he can fight at for a big man like that, I've never seen it before. But not only that, he seems to have a tough chin, because he can be caught. He is open to be caught with shots, but he's taken every one so far. So I think he's exciting, but I think he will be avoided unless you really have to fight him.
Hold on, get this.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
No, wait, he's gonna interview.
We're interviewing Joe Joyce. Who are you fighting?
Alexander Usyk.
Yeah. Is it for a belt?
No.
Do you think you beat him?
Yes.
Are you gonna knock him? Everyone, knock him out? No, let me say. Everyone, shut up. What round? What are you hoping to beat him by? Stoppage, knockout? Shut up.
I'd like to beat him by a knockout.
What round?
3.
I think you should knock him out with a left hook. I think you should roll and then catch him by sly.
What?
Okay. Yeah, well, that's all I have time for. No. Bye.
Having turned to boxing at age 22, Joe Joyce didn't grow up a boxing fan and went on record stating, quote, "I don't really like boxing, but I enjoy doing it." Joe Joyce had talents outside of sports. As a matter of fact, Joe holds a bachelor's degree in fine arts and graduated with upper second-class honors at Middlesex University.
Yeah, I was never too good or never too bad. Like, obviously it was a bit obvious when I was being bad, because the teachers could see me because I was a head taller than everyone, so I couldn't get away with much. I was pretty much a gentle child growing up, and I guess quite sensitive in some ways. And
Joe was born to a Scottish-Irish dad and a Nigerian mother named Marvel, who was visually impaired.
I said, pepper in with that jab, yes. Pound in like yam, yes.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah. I've got a question for Daniel. If you get ill before the fight, you're going to pull out, what's going to happen?
No, my dear, you know what? I'm going to do you a favour. Because you can't see your son after he's been knocked out, you'll spare the heartache. You'll be spared the heartache.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you nice?
What happened?
Oh, he's in his fight mode. I mean, they're sitting up there. I don't take anything what people say. It's all tongue in cheek. At the end of the day, they're trying to sell the fight. And yes, he was. If he was sitting next to me, I would have put him in a headlock and put him in his place. And it's not too late, because if I bump into him, no, I won't.
When it happened, actually, when it was at the conference, I actually didn't hear what he was saying, so I said it again. It was only afterwards, when everyone was chatting, that you know what he had said. So no, what did he say? And when I heard, I thought, wow, that's really out of order, you know. But it was too late then, because if I had heard it on the night, I would have probably thrown my handbag at him or something. Probably would have missed him and got Frank in it.
I like a challenge because it's something a reason to get in the gym and train, because you know you got to train hard. It's quite tough, but you know when you're enjoying it, it's not really much like work.
Joe Joyce was an accomplished amateur, taking bronze at both European and World Amateur Championships. He's the 2016 Rio Olympic Super Heavyweight silver medalist. And Joe Joyce has fought many of the best amateurs in his era.
As Joyce is coming forward, really going for it at the start of the round here. Caught Usyk with a shot. The Olympic champion recovers quick. Joyce rallied, actually caught Usyk and rattled him a little bit. Positive round for Joyce on the front foot. There's that right hand, just falls short with it, but backs him up into the corner. This is where he's got to switch to downstairs, but nevertheless keeps coming forward. Straight shots from Joyce, pushing his man back. Good work rate. Catches his opponent there also.
When you look at him on the video, don't look so great. He looked clumsy and slow at the time. I thought it's just one fight for me in a row. You know, I beat him easy, KO in 1-2 rounds. When I came into the ring, it was different. He's much better than he looked. I couldn't adjust, and I think that was not a good fight for me. And I'm looking forward to fight Joe Joyce in professionals and to beat him.
You know why I'm here? I'm here to become heavyweight champion of the world. So as soon as I can get there, the better.
Undefeated in 13 professional fights so far, 12 of which ended up in stoppage or knockout. And being ranked highly by 2 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies, a world title seems to be just a matter of time. Perhaps the Juggernaut will find himself in a big fight prior, as there are rumors spreading about a domestic dust-up with fellow British-Nigerian rival and former unified heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua.
But I would like him to go in there with somebody he's going to be fear of, so he can motivate himself.
Joe Joyce a good fight?
Nah, man.
But in anyone?
Nah. It's a good fight, it's a good fight, 100%.
With Joshua, he's a bit more balanced. He has quite quick hands and he's powerful. He's very, physical specimen.
AJ and Joe Joyce. I'd like to see it. It's a good fight. Joe Joyce chin is granite, isn't it? He has impressed me of late, Joe Joyce. You saw that championship physicality. It's going to be very, very hard to beat in the heavyweight division. I feel he's got a chance. Of course he's got a chance. Yeah.
And look, Joe Joyce has walked through punches, and he's got more about him than people give him credit for. He's quite awkward, but AJ's speed and the fact that he's knocked him out twice in the amateurs, in the novices and then in the ABAs, it's a massive confidence boost for AJ. I see AJ winning it in only one way.
Joe Joyce, great fight, the Juggernaut, and I read somebody that says he'll knock him out in a round. No, he won't. That's a great fight, and he won't be knocking him out in a round. Nobody can knock Joe Joyce out in a round. I don't think anyone can knock him out full start, even if they've got a lump hammer in the glove. Joe Joyce is solid, mate. He's a tough fight for anyone, and that would be a fight I'd want to see. That's the fight we should be pushing for, actually.
Whether Anthony Joshua versus Joe Joyce happens anytime soon, the Juggernaut has a unique set of attributes which can challenge any of today's top heavyweights. As it stands today, Joe Joyce is undefeated, tough, awkward, level-headed.
What about that for a statement from Joe Joyce?
He may appear to be a gentle giant on the surface, yet his business inside the ring show quite the opposite. After all, he is the Juggernaut.
Joe, the Juggernaut Joyce!
Your support is very much appreciated. I'm your host, Boxing's Objective Observer. Thank you so much for tuning into Ringside Stories, and have a legendary day.